Hi! In this video I'll be talking about lists or tables. These tables are used to represent and edit data, and as soon as we have a deal with an accounting software, it will be the most common task performed in BaccS. And because of this reason, we must have a lot of handy tools to quickly edit data and represent it in a way that we like to see it. For example, when we launch in the program, we see the dashboard. It contains a number of tables with latest jobs, here unpaid invoices, balance data. As you see, latest jobs table contains colorized rows, and clicking on any row allows you to view a corresponding job. Here it is. So this is how the data is edited. Unpaid invoices also allow to view corresponding invoice if to double click on any row. It also contains a context menu with a number of different commands like open invoice, list, and select this invoice in this list. We can click here to sort table, or here to filter it by necessary customers. So a lot of functions. In BaccS, lists in BaccS provide access to a lot of different functions like viewing, editing, filtering, searching, grouping, conditionally formatting, and summarizing data. And I'll be talking about all these functions throughout this video. So let's start with the most simple tables and general editing actions. I will open the most simple table with reference data. For example, let's take units. Here we have few rows already. Each list form has a similar structure: menu bar at the top with the command buttons, and table itself below this menu. Composition of the menu depends on the currently opened form. In this example, we see a default set of buttons: add, copy, edit, delete, and print export list. These buttons are available in each list form, but in other forms may contain more buttons. For example, job list, which we will examine later. But let's return to basic edit operations. In BaccS we have two forms of data editing: simple, when data edited inside the table, and advanced, when separate form is used to edit data. We already saw it when I opened job editing form from the dashboard. But here this list uses simple way of editing because it just contains two fields or two columns: name and adjustment factor. Of course, no need to use separate form to edit these data. To add a new row, just click this button, add new row, or select the table and hit insert button on the keyboard, or simply double click on this empty row at the end of the table. The result will be the same. We will get such an inline editing form right here in the table. Type necessary data here, necessary values, and click update or Control Enter on the keyboard. So we already have a new row here. To edit any row, just double click on it, or click F2 key on the keyboard, or just this command button, edit selected row. This command, copy selected row, allows to create a new row here in the table on the base of the currently selected row. For example, if I will select this row, click copy selected row, I will get this inline editing form pre-filled with some with some details from the selected row. So I just edit what I need and click update, and I'll have a new entry here. Finally, to delete the row which we don't need, just select it and click delete selected row, click yes in the confirmation window, and the row is deleted. If, for example, we will try to delete some unit which is used, in our case, in somewhere in jobs, here I'm trying to delete it, and I get a message that this row cannot be deleted because it used somewhere. To finally delete it, you must find all places where this unit is used and remove it from there, and after that this row will be possible to delete. That's all about basic operations. This last button, print export list, allows us just to prepare a report to export or print currently displayed table, taking into account all groups or filters which we applied here. So I click print export and get a document which is ready to be saved as image or PDF or just printed. Now, when it's clear about how to add and edit data, let's return to different modes of data representation. And we will start from the simplest feature, filtering. To demonstrate how it works, I'm switching to the job list, which always contains a lot of different data. If I will hover mouse pointer over any column, I will see filtering icon here. When clicked, a pop-up window appears where I can use different controls to somehow filter data in this column. For example, if I clicked filter icon on the deadline column, which contains data, date time, I can select years or months to filter by this value. Here I got January 2016. If to call the same filtering window for customer, I will be able to select which customers I want to display. Filter applies immediately when I make any changes here in this window. If the table contains a summary row here, then when I apply any filter, the summary immediately refreshed according currently applied filter. When any filter is active, you will see it by the row under the table. Here you can see descriptive string which explains which filter is applied right now. Here you can turn this filter off. Here how it works. If to click on the filter string, you will see all filters which you previously used in this table. These two buttons allows us to open window to edit filter. Here we have such filter editor which allows us to compose very complex conditions to filter using different logical operations like AND OR, not OR, select which column to use for filter, which condition to use for filter, and value. So we can combine many conditions here if needed. And the last button here with a cross just allows us to clear currently applied filter, and this row disappears, which signals that no any filters are applied to this table. The next feature I wanted to talk about is grouping. Such lists as job list already has an area for column grouping. To create a new group, just drag column name to this area and release mouse button. When done, you will immediately get necessary groups. You can drag here as many columns as needed, and in this case nested groups will be created. For example, I already have customer here. If I will drag language or currency, I will get nested group. So I can easily see that this customer has jobs in Euro and USD. Each group has totals. These totals are displayed here in the group header. What is interesting that when you scroll rows, group header always remains visible until another group row reach it. Here how it works. Previous group header disappeared and you see current header. These totals are predefined here, but you easily can create your own. To do that, right click on the group name and select Group Summary Editor. This window allows to set up all necessary totals for necessary columns. So select which column you need. Let's take amount base currency, and then select the summary function which we want to use. We already have sum by amount. Let's create a new total, average. I select this item, click OK, and get average amount of base currency. This label here can be easily changed if you don't like default one. Again, open the same window, Group Summary Editor, switch to the Order tab, and here we have our new total, and just edit prefix of this. Or even suffix. Click OK, and here we have a new label. If I will switch back again to the dashboard, we will see that we don't have group panel here in the list of latest jobs. No problem, just right click on any table header and select Show Group Panel. We have it, and we already can drag columns here and get groups working. The next easy but very usable feature is searching. Using this panel, let me remove all the groups I've created. It will help to better demonstrate this function. Done. So, searching. Using this panel you can quickly search by entered value in all table columns. Search results are highlighted and list is filtered according found values. For example, I type 15, click enter, and see all places where searching term is found. Let me add semicolon here, click enter, and I get only 4 rows for this search string. And the final feature I wanted to show is conditional formatting. You can see different colors here in this list, but this picture can be easily changed and chased using conditional formatting rules. Here we only colorize rows depending on the job status. You can see that send jobs are red, processing jobs are green, quotes are yellow, invoiced jobs are blue, and paid jobs are gray. But we can highlight jobs with deadline within some days from today, or jobs without a PO number, or jobs for particular customer, or using any rule that you can define. To set up formatting, we will use conditional formatting menu. For example, Let's take amount in base currency, right click here and select conditional formatting menu. Here we have a number of items, and the first items here allows us to set up some predefined conditional formatting rules. For example, if I select data bars and select any item, any color which I like, for example, let's take this violet, purple, and we got a formatted column with a small chart inside it showing how large each job comparing to the largest and the smallest. If we will apply any filter, then this chart will be changed accordingly. For example, I will select some customer and this picture is changed. Or, for example, we can highlight necessary work field, like right click on the work field, select conditional formatting, highlight cells rules, text that contains, let's type IT, and select one of predefined rules. Let's just select bold text, click OK, and everywhere where IT string is found, it is selected with a bold text. But detailed setup is done through the Manage window. Let's open Conditional Formatting menu again and select Manage Rules. Here we can see all conditional formatting rules that are already created. These rules are created by default, but you can easily remove them, change them, and additionally create your own rules. You can see here that we already have 2 new rules which we just created a few seconds ago. This checkbox applied to the row signals the program that this conditional formatting rules should be applied to the whole row. If I deselect these checkboxes, then these colors will be applied only to the status column. Click Apply, and you can see that we now have colors only here. To edit currently created rule, just double click on it. You will see another window. Click Format button to fully set up this rule, how to format the text. You can select another font, its color, its size, background color, and even display some icon in this column. So I made a number of edits, click Apply, and got such a strange picture here. Just experiment with these rules and try to set up according your needs. This rule uses rule type format only cells that contain, and we provided that we want to format rows which contain IT. But this condition may be more complex if to select use a formula to determine which cells to format. We already have a condition work field must contain IT. If to click these points, then we will get another window where we can set up more complex rule. For example, let me select OR here, add another condition, and let's select contains again, and in addition to IT, let's type general. Click OK. We have 2 conditions already. Click Apply, and this oh sorry, I sorted the and this rule now applied to IT and general. Technical remains without any formatting. The last thing I wanted to show about conditional formatting is working with dates fields. So let's go to the deadline, select conditional formatting, manage rules. I will remove this crazy rule here we just created, remove, apply. So very often it will be very handy to select, to highlight the jobs which must be delivered, for example, today or in 3 days or in 2 weeks. So we have this opportunity with this conditional formatting rules manager, but this requires some knowledge. In detail, I explain this functionality in the help article, so please go to BaccS website, select manual, and find a topic about conditional formatting. You will find a very detailed explanation of this, but I will just show how it works here in action. So I select new rule and select here use formula to determine which cells to format, and I must write some formula here. If I open formula editor, custom condition editor, in the condition I have an access to some datetime operators. So for example, if I select is today or is tomorrow, like select is today, okay, and let us select some format. I will select orange color to as a background. Okay, apply. So you see that this job, which is marked to deliver today, is highlighted with selected color. The same if I will change this rule for tomorrow. Click OK, apply. So the job with delivery for tomorrow is selected. But what if we want to highlight the jobs which must be delivered today and in 3 or 4 days from today? In this case, it will be possible to solve this task only using special functions. So let me show it. I again select use formula and have to type the following string here: deadline more or equal, then I type function name, which sounds as today, then I write and again type deadline, and less or equal another function at days, open and close bracket. Then I have to pass 2 parameters to this function at days. The first parameter is the source date, which will be also today, comma, and the second parameter is the number of days I want to add to this day. I type 3, click OK, click apply, and here we have 2 jobs highlighted which are planned for delivery for today and tomorrow. The job which is set for 1st of May is not selected, but if I will edit this formula and type 5 here, click OK, apply, then I have highlighted all the jobs which must be delivered during 5 days from today. Again, if I will mark this checkbox apply to the row, then I will get the whole row orange. And just as another example at the end of the video, let me show how to highlight jobs where PO number is not provided. Again, select conditional formatting, manage rules, new rule, use formula to determine which cells to format, open condition editor, select PO number is blank, hit OK, select format button, define which format you want to use. For example, let's take red background and red flag. OK, 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 and all jobs without PO number are highlighted here, so it will remind you to send a message or just add PO number here in the job. So if I will open the job, provide PO number, click Save Changes and close, red flag is gone and formatting rule is not applied to this cell. That's all. So in this video I showed you which functions BaccS provide you to better present data. So you can quickly filter rows, you can quickly search necessary data, you can highlight rows of interest, and you can quickly get necessary summaries using any conditions depending on the task you are currently solving. In everyday's work you will find more and more functions you didn't know about yesterday, but just don't hesitate to click here and there and try to investigate everything by yourself. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Sorry for my language or maybe some mistakes during recording this video. Hope you liked it, and we'll meet in the next video. Goodbye.